What's ahead for small businesses over the next 12 months, new lenders on the government loan support scheme, and updates on the Bounce Back and CBILS loans, all in this week's Business Finance Bulletin. Well, it's great to see small businesses opening their doors and getting back to trading as the lockdown restrictions are being eased. But what does the next 12 months look like for small business owners? Well, that's a question being posed by Aldermore Bank when they spoke to 1,200 small business owners. Now, in terms of borrowing, over the next 12 months, small businesses estimate that they will be borrowing £48 billion in total. For about 60% of them, the average borrowing that they'll be looking at will be £65,000. Now, whether they're being forced to borrow or whether they're proactively borrowing is not a question that we really know the answer to, but clearly there will be an appetite to borrow money. So what are small business owners looking for from lenders? Well, first of all, they want speedy access to funding, they want higher levels of funding, and they also want a simple application process. Now, of the businesses they spoke to, Aldermore found that many of them say on average it's going to take about 8 months for them to get back into order. Now, that's quite a long time when your economy's already been kind of stagnating. And it certainly kind of resonates with the conversations we've been having with our clients over the last couple of weeks. There is clearly more appetite to borrow, and businesses are starting to think about the future and really sitting down. And the key thing that they've taken on board is a message that I've said in previous bulletins about preserving your cash flow. Many businesses are using the Bounce Back loans and the CBILS loans in order to buy assets. I would be really wary about that. You should be looking at the likes of asset finance and business loans to purchase those assets. Keep your Bounce Backs and your CBILS loan to one side to preserve your working capital. Now, another survey came out from UK Finance, and this is a little bit more pessimistic, and they found that 60% of businesses they spoke to said they are not planning any sort of growth in the near future. And in fact, only 23% of them are planning for expansion. So quite mixed messages there. So if you are thinking about using your cash wisely and would prefer to finance purchase of assets, don't forget, happy to have a chat. All you have to do is just drop us an email, info@businessloanservices.co.uk. Good news if you're still waiting to apply for a Bounce Back loan or a CBILS facility, in that the British Business Bank continues to add new lenders to their panel. The Bounce Back loan panel has now been increased with Investec coming on board. That takes the number of lenders on that panel now up to 21. In terms of the CBILS panel, well, the British Business Bank have further accredited Forstye, Asset Finance Partners, JCB Finance, Merchant Money, Sonovate, and United Trust Bank. That takes the number of lenders on that panel now up to 92. So if you haven't applied yet, there's plenty of choice for you. Now, I've got to kind of think here, how many more do we need? I think we're kind of past peak Bounce Back and CBILS funds being requested, and I think we've got enough on this panel, especially as it's taken about 2 to 3 weeks for all these new lenders to get their processes signed off. But hey, we can't criticize. You can never have enough selection, I guess, so make sure you go through that list and find out which of these lenders is going to be suitable for you. Let's close with our look at what's going on within the Bounce Back and CBILS loan scheme. The latest figures have been released by UK Finance and HM Treasury, and they show that since the start of all of the schemes, the total amount of money now dispersed comes to £38.2 billion, with 913,110 loans dispersed. So how does this break down? Well, first of all, let's take a look at the Bounce Back loan scheme. There, since the start of the scheme, the total amount of money dispersed has come to £26.3 billion, with 863,584 applications. That's an approval rate of 81%. Let's look next at the CBILS scheme. Well, since that one launched, the total amount of money lent so far comes to £10.1 billion, with 49,240 157 loans dispersed with an approval rate of 51%. Now, you can see that almost half of the loan requests are being declined. Now, why is this? Well, in the conversations that we've had with business people who've been asking us this question, why, we've kind of refer you back to the very first videos that I did about this scheme, where the key thing you have to remember is one of the first questions the bank will ask is, if this is December 2019, would I have lent you the money? Would I have lent you the money if today was December 2019? Now, if the answer is no, that we wouldn't have lent you money 6 months ago, then I'm not going to lend you money now. It's as simple as that. So that's why many businesses are seeing a challenge in getting access to funding. Now again, if you do need help here, just give us a call and we'll see what alternative finance sources that we can get for you. So none of these schemes are really guaranteed, except perhaps the Bounce Back loan scheme. And that seems to be the most easily accessible scheme that business owners can access. What's it for another bulletin? As ever, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. So that's it. Look forward to being with you next time. In the meantime, have a great, successful and profitable week.